programming of this. So very easy programming, but it's to be done in the code space. You have to put all these values and then call from that array or table and put it to P1. This is what you have to do. So since you are using code space, let us see org. Program will start from 000h. Now you have to use dptr to point that code space. So I will use the name as table because we are putting table containing those values. So table. Now in the table, how many values you have to enter? If you take 0 to 360 in 30-degree steps, last 360 will be repetition of 0. You know that in sine wave, sine 0 and sine 360 are repetition. So you don't have to consider 360's values. So total 0 to 360, if you divide 30, you will have 13 values. But 360 is the repetition of 0, so we will not consider 13 values, we have only 12 values. 13th value is the repetition. So 12 values, to say we have 12 values to be sent, I will keep a count in R2 register as 12 means 10 means A, 11 B, 12 means C, 0 C H. So this is to send 12 values. Now we don't have a direct at dptr from code memory is not there, external memory is there. So to do that, I have instruction at A plus dptr, but A should not affect. So you have to clear always A and make it 0. So that I can move from code space, move C at, instead of writing, actually we don't have at dptr, at A plus dptr. Since I have cleared A and made 0, it is like at dptr. That means from the table only, take it to A and send it to P1 because we have connected P1 to DAC converter. So send that value from A to P1. So one value is send, so you have to go to the next value. So INC dptr, next value to be send. So like that 12 values have to be sent up to 330. 360 is the repetition. So one value send means remaining will be 11. So DJ and Z R2 comma back. Send the next value by clearing A and go to the next element of the table. So after all over, then you have to repeat the process with the first, means 0. So S jump again. And again goes to going to the first element of the table again. So that cycle will repeat. Again is here. Now we have to give the values in those table. So that table should be at a different memory location, code space you have to keep. So I use the program in 0000. So I will now use the program, data in some other place, org. Distant place I will keep 0300, somewhere you can keep, anywhere you can keep. Then store that table. db, give those values. In hex you have to give. So I have 12 values, 80h, next is C0h, EEH, FFH. That values you get from table, no? That you have to write. EEH again, COH, 80h, all those 12 values you have to write. 40h, 11h, 00h, 11h, 40h. So after writing all this table, you have to end because you have used org, no? So last, you have to use end. This is how to write the sine wave program. Now one point you have to notice that, so I told for this connection, if I am generating a ramp, I will get 0 to 10. But if in the question for exam, you are asked to find only 0 to 5, you should not write the FF because I told this circuit is capable of generating 0 to 10. 0 is represented as 00 and 10 is represented as FF. So if you want a 5, you should not compare with FF. If you compare with FF, it goes up to 10. So you have to make a calculation. How to calculate is 5 volt is represented by 5 divided by resolution. That means 39, 5 divided by resolution. So what is the resolution? 5 divided by 39.0625 into 10 raised to minus 3. So that you calculate. I'll calculate in calculator. So for 5 volt, you are getting 128. 128. And 128, if you take in decimal, it is 80 in hexa. So you have to compare, when you write this program, move a comma hash 00h, move to P1. Okay, so you are writing move from A to P1, increment it. 1, you have to compare whether it has become 80H or not. If it has not become 80H, send that value again. But when it becomes 80H, it has become 80H, but 80 is not not sent to P1. In A it has become, see after incrementing A it has become 80H, but it is not sent to P1 because P1 is before, sending P1 is before that. So once you have to send that value, to P1, and then that means that value 5 volt has been sent to P1, then it has to go to 0. That means S jump back. So back going to this. So here what I am doing, move V1 comma A once again is that when it becomes 80, it comes out of the loop. So after increment it has become 80. After that it has not gone to P1. So you have to make it go to P1. So 80 will be displayed. Then once again go to 00.